Alright. Alright, let's get out of the sun a little bit. And this tilt it a little bit more. Alright, I'm back on another camping thing. Currently in Kissimmee. And I'm booked a night for one night. And I just got to the park. It's about 10 in the morning now. So it's morning for the weather. So it is hot. I'm carrying extra gear because it's raining season. So it rains every day. So I need to get to the campsite before it starts raining. If not, I'm gonna be wet. Or more wetter than I am now. It's muggy, hardcore muggy. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So, but yeah, right now, to my understanding, I'm the only one at the spot tonight. Hopefully that stays the same because I don't like sharing. Just don't like sharing with people. So far, this thing has not been too complicated to find. It was a little bit complicated for the first few minutes of it. So that's why I didn't record from getting out of the vehicle from here, because I was confused for a second for where to go, where the trail started. So let me turn you guys around. All right, we're going to the Buster Island campsite. So that's where we'll be going. And there's two paths to it. There's a long way and a short way. The long way is more in the shade, but it's longer to get there, like 4 miles. And the shaded area, the shortcut is for 2 miles, but you're in the direct sun. Well, me and the sun don't mix. So we're going the long way. At 2 miles, but we're going the long way. So supposedly I'm supposed to follow these little white markers on the trees, and it should get me there. In theory, but you know how theory works. It can always be disproven. And everybody has their opinion of what's the trail. So yeah, that's what I'm up today. And good news is, since it's raining every day, there's no band fire, so we're gonna have a fire. Bad news is, I didn't bring nothing to really process wood. So, and everything's soaking wet out here. Like literally soaking wet. So I'm depending on the small stuff. Hopefully on the way there, I'll bring some palmetto stuff like that, but it should be enough there. They gave me an option to buy firewood, but with my pack being over 30 pounds right now, and it's 35 pounds, I don't feel like carrying another 5 pounds worth of wood on my back. So, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Yeah, I was about to say I took the wrong trail. Follow the white markers. But yeah, the area is pretty Florida-like weather. I mean, pretty like Florida-like landscape. Nothing much to it. But yeah, this is Florida at its best. A flat piece of dirt. So that's what I'm up today. I did bring lunch because, like I said, it's only 10 a.m. I bring lunch. I did bring a pretty good dinner. Hopefully I can get a fire going. If not, I'm going to be starving tonight, because without the fire I cannot cook it. So that's where I'm at today for that right there. Let me turn the sucker around. Yeah. So that's where I'm at right now for lunch, dinner, and I bought one of those pre-packaged breakfast packaged eggs. I know it's gonna be disgusting, but I can't carry any more stuff in this backpack, all because of the rain gear. So if it wasn't raining, I'll probably lose about 10 pounds. You'd have to put tarps in here and all that. Hopefully I'm only gonna use one tarp, because I left the other one in the car, because I'm taking a chance. It's not gonna be, probably do need it, but I'm not getting it. If it's this far to get there 4 miles, I ain't gonna get it. Another downside, there's no water. There's no water in the woods. So the only water I have is the 2 bottled waters that I'm carrying. Plus I left a gallon in the Suburban. So if I run out of water, I have to hike my butt back to the Suburban and get the gallon of water and carry that back up. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but it just may. I do have soda, so I can't live without my soda. But I'm saving that. I'm saving 1 for dinner and 1 for later when it gets too hot. Once I start processing wood, I need an energy drink because water is not healthy for you. Sorry to say, there's no benefits in water. So, but yeah, I'm enjoying this. Birds are being a little bit too loud for early in the morning, but it's what it is. I did carry some extra stuff gear that I need for tonight to keep myself cool. You'll find out that later. Like I said, I'm carrying a lot of stuff, more than I should. Trail right there, trail there. Okay. So let me go back and get back in the hike, and I'll see you guys in a few, probably, if I don't get lost. If I see anything interesting, I'll let you guys know. Alright, I have finally arrived at the 4-mile walk, the long way around. And it's about to pour down rain, and I haven't set up nothing. But the campfire is right there. It has 2 benches. I'm probably gonna set up the tent right in that little area. And that's pretty much it. There's 2 benches here. I think they had another campsite at one time, but I think moved it to 1, which is fine. It's better for me. I don't want to share, but yeah, I'm gonna set up camp here, I think, or the tent here. But the rain is about to pour down, and I haven't done nothing yet. So yeah, let me just hurry up and get that going, and I'll be back. All right, a little update on what's going on. Tent set up, but the rain started as soon as I started to get the tent up. It's not pouring down hard, but it started. So I got the tent up with the rain gear on, the rain tarp on, plus an extra tarp that I brought, and to cover the front end, because it is going to pick up heavy tonight. It rains hard later, so I got an extra tarp. That's why that's right there. Let me go out a little bit and show you. Got the tent there, plus a little rain guard, because that's where the entry is going to get in. That's where the door is, so that's what I'm more concerned about. I couldn't get it up correctly because it poured down for a second, but it's slowing down now, so I may fix it and get a better angle. But I wanted mainly at the door entry, so no water will come in. But I'm currently just setting up the inside, and while I do that, I can go over a few stuff that I got that I didn't have last time, while I set up the bed and stuff like that. But yeah, it's almost noon, is it? It is noon. Okay, it is noon. I did bring lunch, but could I eat it cold? Yes, I could eat it cold if I was like freaking starving, but I prefer to warm it up on the fire. But everything's completely wet, so I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I have no idea how I'm gonna be doing that. This is the same sleeping pad as last time. And nothing new about that one. I don't remember which one's up, which one's down. Oh, I think that one's down. Yeah, I would move my foot, but I don't want to take my shoes off because I'm going in and out of the tent. Already got dirt in here. There's some coming in right now. But the rain looks like it stopped. Now where I can go find some dry stuff so I can have some lunch. Some hot lunch, not some cold lunch. And it was far to get here. I took a long way. There's two ways to get here. A shortcut where it's 2 miles, but it's in the sun, or a shaded area, but it's 4 miles long. I took the shaded. Don't get me wrong, it was nice in the shade, but it took a little bit longer than I thought. Tonight's dinner is gonna be something that I forgot to get. Is some kind of like seasoning stuff like that. So it's gonna be just for regular meat plus some pork and beans. But I forgot the seasoning and stuff like that. But meat will stay good no matter what. As long as I can get the fire going. That's it. Got the same sleeping bag as last time because it gave me no issue. So, yep. Sound like the rain stopped. A little more further weather. Rains for a second, then it pours. Gotta love further weather. The thing about being by yourself, you don't have to worry about sharing, pushing. You sit right in the middle. Alright, the rain sounds like it stopped, but you can't guarantee for the weather. Let's see. As you know, I do have the solar powered one. That's not nothing new for you guys. The only thing new is a fan. Yes, a fan. You have no idea how muggy and hot it is in Florida. I am going to use that. I'm going to hang it up in the on top. Once I figured out where I did with the little thingy. Somewhere around here. I thought I brought it. It's probably one of the pockets. The other towel. What else I brought? Different pots and pans. Because I'm doing some cooking. Like I said, I'm doing some cooking. Hopefully I begin the fire. So got that. The little propane thing. The little gas stove that goes with it. So, but that's later. Actually, it's gonna be now because I gotta eat. I'm hungry. I'm not physically hungry, but I'm hungry. That I start getting cranky. And nobody like a cranky person. And I don't have a sneaker to only crank me up. Is that? Oh, like it was sharp. Same headlamp. I didn't get to use this knife or from the wood knife. Bought a knife. Not a fan of knives. Don't like it. So I brought in 2 liters of water. I already drank half of a liter right now. So Yeah, and to get back to my vehicle to get the other gallon, it's 2 miles away. I ain't walking that far. I'm gonna starve. I'm not gonna starve, I'm gonna dehydrate. Let's see what else. Got the pork and beans, like I said. And a few, one more or two things here and there that you guys will find out later. And as for my lunch, a burrito. Yes, you can eat these cold, but I'm not. I'm gonna get up a fire going and warm that sucker up. So that's my plan. Let's see. Socks go in the other one. Now you don't need to see that yet. Ah, that's what I was looking for. This little sucker, which will go up here. You'll see in a minute. Alright. And then this little fan has a little hook on the bottom. This will go up here. Like that. And aim it right at me. Aim it down. So, yeah, you didn't see that. So, I have the little thing here, which I use for my cell phone. And I watch a movie like that. Face it down, have it on, watch a movie, lay down, and do that. And have the fan will have me facing me. So, I live in the high life. That's what you call camping with cool and style. That I could just put it aside if I want to, but why am I going to? I watch a 2-hour movie, I'm not going to be moving around. So, let's try to figure out how can I get a fire started with wet material. And as for breakfast, I got these little scrambled egg meal thingies. I know this is not going to be the best. Trust me. I was debating bringing eggs myself and cooking, but then the word cooking just ended it right there. You literally ended it right there. They just cut the sentence off right immediately. Like, me cook? No. I barely cook meat. You expect me to cook eggs? Which is not hard, but no, he's not gonna do it. And I did bring a paper plate because of the steak that I'm gonna need later. And of course, I have soda. What camping trip would it not be without soda? So that's my slumber for tonight. I gotta readjust, like I said. Now I'm gonna find wood in the woods. That's gonna be interesting. It looks to me like there's some over there, some down stuff, but I didn't bring an axe. You expect me to bring an axe? Oh my god, like, that pack was freaking heavy. The pack was heavy as heck. Expect me to bring wood? Do that? So, let me gather up some material. Hopefully I don't get attacked by a snake or anything like that. And see if I can get a fire going real quick. I won't start the camera until the fire, as soon as I get the fire going, see if I can get it lit the old-fashioned way. If not, I'll cheat. And you know what I mean by cheat. So let me gather up some material and stuff like that, and I'll bring you guys back in a few minutes. Alright, I think I got most of the fire stuff going, or what I can do. So plan A is use the little ferro rod. Plan A. Plan B, which I hate plan B. Girls never use plan B. Plan B is lighters. So if I can't get this to work with the regular thing because everything's damp, all this is wet still. So lighter's the cheap way, but it's a guaranteed way. Everything's still wet. So don't know how this is gonna work out. Oh, I don't want to use the blade. Come on, don't make me use the blade. I just bought this knife. I don't want to use the blade. Come on, don't make me use the blade. Don't make me use the blade. Almost. Hey. I think everything's too wet. Hey, that my hand. Let me grind some off. Camera's all right? Yes. Everything's too wet. And the ferro rod, I can say that. I think everything's too wet. Now lit up. Let's see if it stays lit up. Facing the wind. That wasn't fun using a lighter. That's all I gotta say. I think, yeah, everything is just too wet. But fire going. Doesn't mean it's lit yet. Things gotta dry out. Things gotta dry out. Try to get the least dry, wettest stuff. But we'll see if it catches or not. I still gotta process some of the big stuff, break it down. A lot of stuff is completely soaked. I don't know if it's gonna catch or not. It's gotta dry out. Oh, another thing. I forgot to bring in the charger for the for my camera and for the GoPro. The cord, the battery bank I have, but I forgot to bring the cord to plug it in. So I'm running off just the battery I have now and the extra battery I have in there. The current battery is below 50%. The one in there is fully charged. So I gotta use the recording wisely. I gotta see if this thing just catches, because everything's wet. You know, it's hard to find twigs right now. I don't know why, but it's hard. Anything I find is so completely soaked. Doesn't look like this one's gonna make it. Is that rain again? Are you serious? It better not be rain. I don't want to sit there and move the fire. I want it to go by itself. Half the stuff over here is burnt, the other half is not even burnt. I mean, it's still lit, so it's gonna take time. There's still a flame, so. Oh, there's no flame over here. I think I may have to get some smaller stuff, or actual twigs. No twigs in the forest. They look like they drained this place completely out. Yeah, like this part of it didn't catch on. And it's still going, it's just not there. Well, let me go find some twigs and save the battery, and I'll get the I'll get it back going once I get the fire going and the burrito on the stove or on the grill. All right, as you can see, I finally got the fire going, nice and good. The only thing I didn't think about until now, how am I gonna get the burrito out of the fire? Life choices that you go through. So, yeah. So, fire's going good. I just had to burn off the water. That's all I had to do. And, yeah. So, let me warm that burrito up and call it from there. And then I gotta do some stuff around here to get the, I did change the tarp a little bit. I did raise it a little bit higher. And I made it slope in an angle. So hopefully it does pour a little bit later and it can funnel down in the corner and I can use it as rainwater that I can collect. So I'm gonna drop this side, this corner here down more and use it as rainwater when it rains later, because it rains like twice a day. And go from there. That way I can collect water, because the only water source I have is in my truck 2 miles away. And if I have to, I'll go get it. That's if I have to. Right now, I'm down to a liter and a partial, and I have two full cans of sodas. But my sodas is for my steak. So yeah, and I want to say part of the water for the morning, what I'm gonna drink in the morning, probably tonight also. So I may have to go back to the vehicle. But I didn't bring the charger for the GoPro or my cell phone, so I'm gonna be in trouble. And I don't think the park ranger or anything that's gonna let me borrow a charger. I don't think they work like that. It'd be nice, but I don't think it's gonna work like that. So, I mean, I could call them up and see if I can get lucky if they let me borrow a charger or whatever, but I don't think that's gonna be. So, yeah. So let me enjoy my burrito and figure out how to pull it out of the fire, and I'll bring you guys back in a minute after I flip it. Alright, I got the cable for the charger. I went to the store and got one. That's a funny story how that happened. But yeah, I got the cable, so I got it charged about halfway percent. I still have a full battery, and I'm charging my phone as I speak, because I was like below 30%. So the fire's been going on since lunch. Now I'm gonna throw on the little steak. That little piece, 2 pieces of steaks. I forgot the seasoning, so we're gonna eat it natural. I have to keep an eye on it because of the flame's a little bit too high still. And I've been gone for like an hour. So yeah. Alright, well let me get the pork and beans and the pot for that. Forgot about that sucker too. But the pork and beans is easy. That steak can take a little bit longer. I do need to get out. Alright, while that cooks, I can tell you what happened on a journey back to the car and to the store to get a charger. It's funny how one little task turns out to be a pain in the butt. That to get to this site here, there's two ways of getting there. There's a shortcut, or not a shortcut, a short version that is 2.8 miles, and then a long version that's 3.8 something. So the first way I got here is the long version because it was community shade and there's no water on the ground. The short version had water in the ground, so I didn't want to get wet, so I went the long version. And trust me, it is long. Well, let me clarify. It's a long if you have a lot of camping gear, like I did. So you carry a lot of camping gear, it's gonna be a long trip. So since I needed the cable, so I decided, let me go to the store and get one. I forgot about the water on the short version, and I think, well, let me take a shortcut. And nothing of it. Everything started to go good. I made real good time because no backpack or nothing, so I made real good time. By the time I got halfway point, there was a part that it divides. There's a bench in one section, and you're supposed to go to the left. But for me, it wasn't marked clearly. The markers, the blazers, wasn't marked clearly. So I just went straight. I was supposed to turn left, and I went straight. Well, about 20 minutes later, I realizing I haven't seen a blaze in a long time. And granted, I could have just turned back around and gone back to the bench. But since me being stubborn, I just said, oh, what the heck of it. Let me just keep going straight. What's the harm in it? 20 minutes still, I haven't found nothing, no blaze or nothing. So I call up the park ranger. Hey, by the way, can you help me get out of here? I'm like, my shoes are already on the water, and I don't know where I'm at. So they said, well, do you see a fence line? Yeah. Well, follow that fence line till you get out. That's it? Yeah. Well, about 15 minutes later, yeah, I found my way out. But I forgot the part that it was underwater. And yes, I did go off the trail. I went through the service trail. I didn't go on to the official trail. But that was not my fault. I don't think it was marked clearly. So I don't blame it on me. I blame it on the flaggers who marked it. I think the fire is too hot. It's gonna be burnt the heck out of me. But yeah, so I took a little journey, getting lost, and yeah, that's what happened today. So I got back. I went the long version coming back because I'm not getting on that short version. Forget that. I think the fire's too hot. It's gonna burn outside. I mean, it cooked the outside, not the inside. But yeah, that's what happened. Other than that, my shoes are wet, my socks are wet, my pants bottom are wet, and yeah. Other than that, everything's gravy. Everything's gravy. I did bring the gallon of water, extra water, because I'm chugging. I'm saving my sodas for the food. Yeah, that's cooking way too fast. The inside's gonna be pink as heck. And I left that fire going. I left that fire going for over an hour and something, and it didn't die. Once it was lit, it just kept on going. I tossed in like 3 decent sized logs, left it. I figured, hey, that's gonna simmer down, and which it did. It was barely anything left, and it's still from the original fire, from noon. So that's what it is. Eating raw meat isn't gonna hurt you. It's just not. People don't like it. I like my meat bloody. rare to bloody. That's what I like mine. I like mine with taste to it. Overdone meat, I don't like it. It just takes the flavor out of the meat. But no seasoning or nothing. That's gonna taste weird. But whatever. We're camping. That's how it's supposed to be. But yeah. I did fix the tarp a little bit. I think I showed you, but I don't remember. I had deja vu probably. Fixed the tent a little bit. So 2 sides are higher and 1 side's low. Much easier to get in and out. And it did sprinkle again not too long ago. About 20 minutes ago. It did sprinkle again. The skies are cloudy again. I don't know if you can see on your side, but on my side it's dark gray. It's all around me. But who knows if it's gonna rain. But it's not a bad sight. It's only 1 spot, which I'm happy. Before it was 2 spots. Now it's 1 spot. I do like it. Do like it indeed. But yeah, that meat's gonna cook too fast. Way too fast, Willis. Like that top side. Oh, I could use the spork. Forgot about that. Should I get you don't think to turn the meat? So I'm wearing my casual clothes for the night. I don't like wearing it now, but I have to because the rest of it's wet and soaking and sweaty. So I gotta dry out. I got blisters on my feet. Yeah, haven't had blisters in years. I got blisters for walking in wet shoes. So it wasn't the shoes, it was the wet shoes that caused it. So I could wear no socks and let my feet air out, but I don't like walking in barefoot out here. At home I don't mind, but not out here. Not out here. I think I'm at the overdue to meat from the outside and eat the inside. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna cook the pork and beans in. I don't get that. That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense. I get how that is. I don't get how it locks. But whatever. I'll put the pork and beans in a few. Shouldn't take that long. Normally meat should take about 30 minutes. 30, 40 minutes. Cooked properly. Not on a high heat. But I haven't done anything to the fire since I got back from the store. Should have died down. Should have died down. Let me get this pork. So let me finish cooking that, and then I will turn back the camera on once it's fully done with the beans, and y'all can see how an uncooked meat is gonna be. So yeah. All right, got everything made. The meat got cooked to what I got. Tired of seeing it get burned from the outside, and the pork and beans got warmed up already. Yes, you can eat them cold, but I like mine a little bit warm. I heard a lot of flies around here. Let's see how this turns out. A little fat, which I love fat. Good country. Moist. Oh, I'm missing seasoning. So, not bad. It's not cooked perfectly, but like I said, I'm not a picky eater. You put a piece of meat in me, as long as it's kind of medium, I'm happy. These flies are not making me happy. But if I know better, that the camera's an angle. And what goes with anything? Coke. It's my what? Fourth one today? That's pretty bad. 4 Cokes. Shame. I normally have like 10 by now. 10 or 12 by now. Just going on 4 is bad for me. It's not good for my health. It only has so little. Another thing I wanted to say, what's weird. I've been out here since almost 11, 10 o'clock. I don't think I've seen a squirrel. I've seen plenty of armadillos. And deer, a lot of deer. But no squirrels. I saw an eagle with the fish. But surprisingly, there's no squirrels in the woods. I don't know what that sound is. The boat. So. But yeah, it's one spot tent. I mean, it's one spot area watch, which I'm fine with that. Of the whole loop section of the Buster Island loop, there's only one camping spot, which is weird. They could put like multiple spots, but whatever. So let me eat this, so I'm not dealing with the flies. And I'll get back with you in a few. Alright, this is me around 10 o'clock roughly, around there, 10ish. And the campfire still going strong. I'm going to leave it with 2 logs going in. I'm going to get up, probably about 12 or 1, push them in, and keep them in for the whole night. And yeah, it's pretty good fire. Let me get a light. So I got a little bit left in case it goes down, but shouldn't go down with those right there. It's going real good. And everything is pretty much quiet around here. The mosquitoes came out a little bit, But other than that, I got some bug spray, sprayed them, and sprayed myself, and they're gone. So, just pretty much been laying out here for the last 2 hours, just staring at the sky. It's a little bit cloudy, but there's a few parts that it's been clear. Other than that, I've just been getting ready for to lay down and probably watch a movie or something. In the tent, let me see. Are you guys watching? Or are you entry? Right here. So I don't get a lot of bugs in. I'm trying to get them out. Anyway. Got a few in. Hopefully they don't bug me. Alright, so sleeping bag right there. We got the setup. And I got a fan going. It's pretty good actually. And I have it on low too. On low it's like 16 hours. On medium it's like 8 hours. And on the high it's 4 hours. And it has its own light. So if I turn this off, I turn that off and turn on the light, it has its own light. It has its own light too also. Like have it on low and the fan at the same time. So it's all good. It's all gravy on every terms. So whatever way I want, I get light. So morning, I got some eggs and some hot chocolate that I want to make up. And I got a soda for a midnight drink because I can't live without my soda. And I got my phone charging on the charger. And that's about it. And if I get hungry, I got a little Slim Jim to get me going for the night. If I get a little munchies. Other than that, pretty much in for bed. Probably watch a movie or so. Connections out here kind of spotty, but I have connection right here where I'm at, so I'm good. So other than that, I'm just gonna lay, watch the fire. Fire's gonna keep me going. And other than that, I should be good. Little fan, just having it up, I can feel a huge difference. I mean, honestly. So that was worth the investment. It's only cheap. It's like only how much was it? 20 bucks. 20, maybe 30 at most. I don't remember exactly, but it was cheap. And they have better ones there, but that lightness, I'm fine with that. I don't need anything powerful. But yeah, if you're in Florida, if you're in the heat, I recommend getting this fan. So other than that, I'm gonna lay down, watch a movie. Probably go back outside in about an hour or two, if I don't pass out, and mess with the fire. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning, unless something happens in the middle of the night. I get attacked by a raccoon or something, or a prowler. But I do lock myself in, by the way. You don't know these days how many cycles or whatever are out there. So I do lock myself in. So with the zippers, I use the tie for the tent. I mean, they can rip the tent up, so they'll get in. But I'm saying this will slow them down, and this will wake me up also. I do lock myself in. So if I need to break out in a second. So, but I do lock myself in. Easier than a lock, because a lock you have to use a key, stuff like that. That's a simple tie knot. Simple tie knot will keep me going. Keep me a little bit safe, a little bit bumper. I do have a knife next to me. So, yeah. Granted, I'm in the middle of nowhere, but you don't know. You don't know these days how many cycles or anything are out there. So, I got myself a little security. Not much, but it's something enough to keep me to wake me up. Plus, I got a knife. So, I'm okay for little prowlers or animals that come scratching and begging for handouts. So, I'm all good. So, I'll see you guys in the morning, unless we get a midnight prowler. Hopefully we don't. Until then, have a good night, people. I'm going to try to relax more, because I'm relaxed. It was a hard day. hard day of walking. I got bruises to bruises. I don't know how I'm gonna do work this week, but I gotta figure out a way. I haven't had bruises in years, and now I got bruises because I walked in water. Whatever, man. I'll see you in the morning. Alright, it is morning, and I am gonna cook breakfast. Some terrible breakfast, but what I'm looking forward to is some hot chocolate. So, that's what I'm looking forward to. But I think I have to cook the breakfast first, then the hot chocolate will warm up. Because the eggs gotta bake in their own little thing. And I don't know how much water I need, so I'm gonna eyeball it. It has little markers, but I wasn't raised to listen to milliliters of it. I was raised in 2 cups. This is a cup, so 2 cups of these. And I've never tried this stove before, so everything's gonna be fun. Fun, fun, fun. Close. Let's see where. Yeah, put this on. Put these out. How come that one doesn't want to stay there? I don't like how that one's an angle. I guess it works. I just don't like it. The rest are completely flat. Why you're the only stubborn one here? Listen to your brick brothers over there. Be flat. Your brothers over there are flat as hell, and you're gonna be an angle. Why are you an angle? Whatever. At least a couple stay right. And a couple stay. Alright, let's see how this works. Ooh, got flame. Maybe you should get the bug spray out of it. Bug spray and flame don't mix. Alright. Let's warm that up to a boil. I'm gonna put it away. And to get this away from the freaking mic, I just thought about that. Put it over here. I wanted to cook in here with the water, but I don't think it would be enough water in it. Let's give that a few minutes for it to boil. I gotta boil it 2 times. One for the eggs and one for the hot chocolate. Cause okay, hot chocolate is important. I can deal with another few minutes. Well, I did sleep very well last night. That fan helped a lot. I mean, a lot. If you're the person that likes a little bit chill in the air and it's not cold in your area, like Florida, never cold, I recommend getting a fan. It helps dramatically. I think I fell asleep quite a bit. Not because I was tired, it was because it was comfortable. It was very comfortable. And I don't have that on high. So I think the average on high is like 2.5 minutes to 3. I have like medium height. And it is what it is. If I can even look at the time. So the only thing left to do is to unpack. Yeah, unpack. Pack it up to, no, to pack it back up. Not to unpack. To pack it back up and clean up, and then head out. So hopefully, I know the head out is gonna be painful because I got blisters. So yeah, that's gonna stink big time. Because I didn't have that on the way in. I did not have blisters on the way in. So yeah. So that walk, the full mile walk on the way out, it's gonna be painful. And it's about an hour and 20-minute walk roughly. At my pace when I walk fast, so a slower pace, maybe an hour 30, hour 40. So the way I'm gonna be walking, probably limping, I'm gonna be making about an hour 40 walk with a backpack. That's a little bit heavy, but well, I didn't lose that much. Just some water and a few meats, and that's it. I didn't lose no much weight after that. Alright, my hot chocolate cup is ready to go. I don't think this is done boiling, but the top is warm, and I have a little bubble starting to form. Open the bag, tear, remove, and disorganize. Okay. I hate when you have to read instructions. Does it have one of the little food things in it? Yes, it does. Remove the little odor thingy from the package. Most people know that already. This is my first time eating these. Good thing I watched other people do it. This is gonna look disgusting. Oh, I can just imagine in my head what's gonna taste like. Not even real eggs, watered down eggs. Watered down eggs. Think by the time this gets done cooking, my hot chocolate should be done. Because it says wait for 10 minutes to stand. Yeah, 4 minutes. Wait 5 minutes, then another 4 minutes additional. Yeah, 10 minutes. So by the time that gets done with my hot chocolate, I'll be probably halfway done with my hot chocolate. Not halfway done, but partly starting. And my charger did last. My solar charger did last all night, charging everything. My phone. It charged both of my GoPro batteries, and I charged my headlamp just for the heck of it. And I still had charge on the phone left on that little battery bank. I think I was down to 2 bars. So it's a good little power bank. What I found. So yeah. Other than that, I had a real good night. Very peaceful. Didn't see no critters creeping in the night. But I haven't seen a squirrel. No squirrels in these forests. Interesting. You get everything else. You get plenty of armadillos, deer. There's a lot of deer here. Um, but I didn't see raccoons either. That's weird. No raccoons either. No raccoons or um, possums. Raccoons, possums, or squirrels do not exist in this forest. And that is so uncommon to run into a place like that doesn't have it in the wilderness. They should be running amok around here. But it looks to me like they migrated to the city life, which I get. The city life is free food. So why scavenging the old-fashioned way? You can go to the Smiths down the road. To the Smiths down the road and take their garbage cans. Take their leftovers. Why they're gonna forage for squirrels and nuts if they can just take a garbage can and dump it over? A little bit more bubbles. I see steam coming out. It is starting to simmer. It is simmering. But other than that, I enjoy this place, except the long walk in. This place would be nice if you had a light backpack and it wasn't raining, like you were concerned about the rain. Then you can take your time coming in. But as soon as I got here and had to rush, like I was taking my first 45 minutes, sweet time getting here. I was stopping, looking around, seeing things. And then I started looking up in the sky and like it's getting dark. And then the closer I got to the campsite, the darker it got, and I can hear thunder. So I want to say as soon as I got to the, I don't want to share because then they'll be loud, they'll be racket, they'll be getting up, they'll be talking. If I want to sleep in and they're talking like they're over there, they're gonna wake me up. I'll be grumpy. And then I mean to be rude, but it's the kind of part that'll put you close to each other. That's why I don't like RV camping, because your neighbor's like 20 feet away. Like that's not the camping life for me. Having your neighbor 20, 50 feet away, you can pretty much hear what they're saying or doing the whole time. No, thank you. If you're gonna stay inside the RV, then why go camping? I get it, the comfort life. Trust me. I know the RVs, they're comfort, but no, it's about being out here in the woods, being out here in nature, going exploring. And I see people taking golf carts too. Like, what the heck is that garbage? Bicycles, maybe, you can ride around the park. I get that part, but not taking a freaking golf cart. That's going too far. Holy smoke! This packet's hot. 40. It's been like about 5-ish minutes. I think I gotta stir it. I think it says something about stirring it. Getting some hot chocolate residue. I think I put too much water in it. Now another 5 minutes. So, like I said, I'm trying to figure out where to camp next. It's gonna be up north. That's all I'm gonna say. Up north. I'm driving up north for a weekend. Where to? I have no idea. Because some of those up north camps require you to get a bear container. And most of those require for a long walk. And my gear is not made for long walks. So I'm gonna have to find a campsite that's near the parking. I know that sounds boring for most of y'all, but I'm not buying a whole camping gear again. I'm not spending $200 for a tent, $200 for a hammock, not a hammock, but for a sleeping bag, $200 for a sleeping pad, and well, I think that's it. Those are the three bulkiest things on the camping thing. If you go cheap like I did, yeah, it's less than 50 bucks or even 30 bucks, less than that. You have those big threes. But I'm not spending $600 for just to save it. Okay, from a 8 to 10 pound tent to a 1 pound tent, yeah, it's a huge difference. Yes, I'm not saying it's not, but I got comfort in there because it's big and roomy. That's a 4-person tent I'm in. I don't have to worry about squeezing in and squeezing out. I don't have to worry about putting my stuff against the wall and worrying about getting it wet. No. I got plenty of room in there to roll around or whatever. I prefer being comfort than being uncomfortable. So I prefer staying with my camp. I did get another tent. Um, well, one of the neighbors gave it out and I had to clean it out and everything. It's a big tent, bigger than the one I have. I think it's a 5-person tent. But the only thing is I don't think it's fully waterproof anymore. It's because it's old. Because maybe I don't know. Because when I set it up to test it out, because it was raining every night, so I've set it out to test it, and it pours out hard. So I'm thinking that the rain got in through the doors because it had 2 doors, one on one side, one on the other side. And when I checked it the next day, it was completely full of, not full of water, but there was water everywhere. And I know the doors were soaked, so it showed that the rain thing, the rain guard or top around it, didn't protect the doors at all, even when they're set out correctly. It just didn't protect it. So I got to, if I'm going to use that for a rain thing, I had to put 2 tarps on it, one in the back or one from the front. Either way, I got to put 2 tarps on it because that tarp on it is not that good. It's a little bit more painful to set it up. Mine was just as easy to set up now. With a few minutes, I got it up. That one took me a while because the post string inside is all stretched out because it's so old. So it took me a while to get it set up. Not a while, like 10 minutes. But for me, that's 10 minutes too long. But once I got it set up, it was fine. It was a good sturdy tent. It just it got wet inside because of the doors, and I don't know if it got wet from the middle part because there was water everywhere from the front of the doors to the middle of the tent. Yes, it did pour super hard, so I don't know if the water just ran through there, just got pushed down to the middle. I don't know. So I want to test it out again, but I don't feel like setting it up again. I already cleaned it out. I already dried it out. I don't want to do it again if it gets rained on. So I may take that up north. That tent it's bigger, but it's lighter than the one I have. Doesn't make sense, but it is. So I may take that or take this one because this one's more reliable to me. So I don't know, but I'm trying to figure out where to camp up next. If it's gonna be in Tennessee, or if it's gonna be in the Carolina areas. I have no idea. It's gonna be somewhere where I don't want to carry a bag-proof, a bear container. I don't want to do that garbage. I don't have room for that. I don't have room to carry a freaking bear container. So, I mean, I could tie it to the pack, technically. I could tie it to the pack. But I know that I can do a 12-mile walk. I know I can do that. Do I want to do a 12-mile walk? No, I do not want to do a 12-mile walk. And plus, I would not enjoy it. And that's a 12-mile, I did a 4-mile walk with a backpack. And was struggling. Because I was rushing in at the end of the last mile and a half to get to the campsite. Rushing with a 30-pound pack does not help. It's not good. It's not good. But I had to because if I was taking any longer, I would have got soaked. The backpack would have got soaked. My phone would have got soaked. Everything would have got wet. But I pushed on and got here just in time. But want to go up north. I want to go up north. But I want to find an area that's not too bad and what doesn't require bear containers. But I do want a mountain area. I just don't want another flat land. Because Florida is nothing but a flat hole. Sorry to say. It is a flat little hole. It's a nice hole, but it's flat. I like some curves. So I gotta see some options up there. And it's gotta be drivable too. Minimum 12-hour drive. 12 to 15-hour drive. No more than that. Yeah, I gotta get there early enough, walk towards it, and then able to drive back in time for Monday's work. So, gotta keep that into consideration. I want to say it's been time, and I know it's watered down way too much. Yeah. Hey, I lost an egg. That's not cool. Can't lose an egg. And it's still boiling hot. And there's still plenty of water in there. Yeah, I put more than 1 cup in there. Cannot say it's not hydrated enough. That's still hot over there. Holy smokes. Let's see how these eggs are. It's okay. And like I said, if you're starving here, you'll take it. Not like the best food. Ketchup would have been better. Old-fashioned scrambled eggs, we can't beat this. I'm bringing scrambled eggs next time. I'm making scrambled eggs next time. Because this ain't gonna cut it. It's okay, and it's like ready made. So, but what's hard carrying 4 eggs in a backpack without breaking? That's a challenge. I had to figure out a way. Put it in a plastic container. Put bubble wrap around the eggs. Treat them like fossil eggs, dinosaur eggs. Because this is okay. I'm not saying it's not. Less than a few minutes, yes, I get it. And yes, you don't have to clean no pans, nothing like that. But it's not the same with fresh eggs. Gotta have fresh eggs. So it's okay. Like I said, it's okay. It is what it is. Let me just say, it is what it is. So thing is still hot. Holy smoke! I'm not carrying that. Holy smoke! I'm just gonna make another one. I don't even buy that one. I think by the time I finish my packing up the tent, it's still gonna be hot. Yeah, I don't like drinking hot. I don't like drinking coffee. Campsite. Within 5 minutes, it started raining. So I threw up the camp, threw up the tarp, and had to wait. Well, I had nothing really set up. Just enough time just to set up the tent and the tarp. The tarp wasn't even set up really. I just set up the tent and the tarp. I threw it over the tent, just in case it actually came hard. But other than that, I had to wait until it stopped raining, and then I finished up the tarp, and then I readjusted the tarp later. The tarp's not bad. There's a lot of ways I could have done it, but I wanted that so I can sit in the front in case it did pour down rain. I wasn't just sitting inside the tent. I could have like found a piece of log or something and made it as a little bench. Alright, we gotta boil. We gotta boil. Boil number 1 complete. How many ideas without burning my hands? This is extra 2 cups of water or 1 cup of water? Oh, 1 cup. Yeah, okay. Well, it does smell like bacon and eggs, so I can say that. Alright. Now I gotta wait 10 minutes for that. Now, what's my chocolate remedy? So 1 cup or 2 cups? I think it's 1 cup. Let's have another about 1 cup in there. Eight ounces of water. Serious? Like we know what 8 ounces are? Who knows what 8 ounces is at? Take a little bit out. Alright. Let's get you. Let's get you. Yeah, I don't need the drug coffee. That's just a drug. That is just a drug. Not healthy for you either. Very unhealthy for you. I should probably turn that off. But yeah. Very unhealthy for you. Ooh, that is hot. And my cup has marshmallows. How many coffees have marshmallows? Not many. I don't think none. Oh, I gotta remember the time. What is that? 45. Ow. That's hot. And that is hot water. Alright. So, this little pot for cooking water, very handy. Now I gotta figure out what something else to cook with these little pots on that. Because everything else, you can't really cook fast enough, I think. It would take too long to cook it on that little stove thing. I'm not eating oatmeal. That's disgusting. I'm trying to think. I can't cook really food on that because it takes forever. I don't know. I gotta figure out a way to cook some decent meals on that. Campfire would have been easier. Like I said, it's not. But I bought that. I'm not saying I bought that just for freaking hot chocolate. Technically, yes, that would make sense. But I want to have a second reason other than that. I want to have a second reason besides hot chocolate. Jeez, and I was going to carry that on the way out? I don't know about that now. I had 2 bags. One for now to drink, and one right before I leave. I'm going to make another hot chocolate and carry it on the way out. But the way this cup is, I don't think I'm going to carry that. What the heck? I think it's boiling hot. But, yep, it's not a bad experience out here. I enjoy it. I guess I'm not going to enjoy the walk out because of the blisters. They have a little hammock set up here, but one of the posts is leaning over. I guess somebody who was overweight collapsed it. I can't sleep in a hammock. I don't see how they do it. The back bends too much. I gotta sleep flat. Like I said, I slept good last night. I only woke up once to just go to the bathroom. And Very quiet, peaceful. The moon was out last night, very good. It was out earlier when it first started. Now it's gone. It's the freaking sunburn. And yeah. So I think I should be out of here, or packed up by 7:30, and maybe be back at the truck by 9. That's gonna be a long walk because of my blisters. So I'm gonna take my sweet time walking back. It's gonna feel like kind of like an eternity walk. The shortcut way, I could take that. Half the path is underwater. I'm not getting wet again. Forget that. I'd rather take the extra mile, the long way around. So I'd rather go for 1 more mile walk. I know it's a mile, but I'd rather do that than just get underwater again and then drive home with wet shoes. The socks I'm gonna throw away. Yes, I could wash them, but they're just socks. I'm just gonna throw them away. I got 2 bags full of socks, brand new socks. They're just for camping. I've only used 1 pair. Okay, the second pair right now I have on, and the first pair got wet. So yeah. So that pair is going in the garbage. Yeah, I can wash it. Yeah, I can wash it. No, I'm not washing it. I'm gonna throw it away. When I get home, I'm gonna throw it away. And then it only had this time use and the last time I went camping use. That's all I had use for. This time, the pair I have right now, I've been running around with it for the last night or so because of my blisters. Need to bring sandals. Need to bring sandals. Most people bring sandals. Trust me. I was gonna buy some at the dollar store last night, or in that evening time when I went for the charger, but I was too lazy to go and look for some. But that wouldn't come in handy by walking around. But the good thing is there wasn't nothing here that was too dangerous. There was a few spiky plants, but nothing too bad. Twigs, some of that. Funny, there's no twigs around this area at all. They cleaned it out. Everybody who's come here, I guess, maybe the park ranger, they cleaned the sucker out here. It's clean. So it's funny. Get that drained out completely. But other than that, not that bad area. Suppose you can't be here a while. A couple of weeks. No way I can stay here for a couple of weeks in this area. Probably in the RV section, because you can just camp. You can load up the car for a week of food, but not out here. I can't pack right here for a week. You know how much that stuff you have to carry in? Heck no, a week worth of stuff. I mean, granted, there's a lot to do out here, and there's paths I could have explored, but I did explore one path over here on this far side. You're not supposed to explore, but I did anyway. Yeah, it was not a bad park. It's one of the good parks I think that I enjoy. Besides the getting lost, they needed to correct that part. Yes, it was on the map. Yes, it didn't mark to turn left, but there was no flare marks, whatever they're called. There was no marks on no trees telling me to go that way. But me being me, I found my way home, or back to the car. I just used my little compass that I brought. Like I remember which direction it was, and I just started crossing the fields. I just crossed the fields, crossed the little meadows. I crossed with the deers and the cows. Like forget this. I'm tired of walking in the mud. I'm not walking around the fence line. I just crossed the fence line. I jumped the fence and just went straight. Much easier. They should make a shortcut. You go straight across. If they pay me, I will sit there and chop down all those plants just to make one walkway. Make a straight path. That will save like so much. Granted, it's like 2.5 miles of path, but I will do that if they'll pay me. And I want to chop it by a machine, not chop it by hand. You have to get those hours in. Gotta get those hours in. and demand free camping too. Also after that, after you charge them for the labor, demand free camping for like a year of free camping. They have another campsite on the other side, I think, here for camping also. It's a little bit bigger than this one. I forgot what it's called. But like I said, this place ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Do I wish it if they had another spot? No, I don't wish, because I don't want to share. I've tried it before a few times. It's just not my thing. I mean, iced coffee is more disgusting. I don't want to hear people say, "Oh, you gotta try the right one." Bull, bull. Then try cappuccino something. Then you're getting away from stuff. Well, why not I just eat a piece of chocolate then? Same thing. No, chocolate's better for him. Not a drug. But like I said, this is alright. This is alright. It's it worth $7? I mean, you don't have to wash pans. You don't have to carry in the eggs. You don't have to worry about disposing the eggs later. It all depends on you. Because I don't think you can cook a egg on that fully. I'm not hard boiling eggs either. I thought about that too right now. You can hard boil an egg. I don't like that. So, then on the way out, when I'm leaving here, I'm gonna record some of it out because I didn't record it in because I was too much in a rush. But since I'm working really slow, I'm gonna have time to record my way out. I said I could take the walk with the slurpiness and take a chance of not getting lost again, but I'm not in the mood for that. I'm not in the mood to get my foot wet again. I think I've been here, I've seen like 10 deers. Pretty cool. And then I was walking through a section yesterday, and there was a deer like maybe 10 feet away, and I was walking behind a bush. He didn't see me at first, and then I guess he finally heard me. He made some little like snorting noise, and then ran. Yeah, there's no freaking squirrels around here. I've never seen a park without squirrels. I just can't believe that. I think the Alvin and Chipmunks went on strike. All the animals migrated to. All the animals migrated to the from the city life. Orlando's not far away. They moved to the city. Sadly, all the animals moved into the city. The only thing left here is gnats and flies, mosquitoes. But all the animals have moved to the city. Possums, raccoons, and everything. I just can't believe that. This place is run by armadillos. I just can't. I can't see that. Like, I don't blame the animals for leaving the woods to go to the city life. Easy food, homes everywhere. So why stay in the woods? Why are they gonna build a house or home? They can just take someone's home from them, or share with the home with an owner. So yeah, like I said, eggs are not bad. Ooh, and that bring back memories. I enjoyed that. It's a bit hot still. I don't like hot drinks. I'm a Coca-Cola person. It's gonna be ice cold. I can still drink as a warm Coke, but it's not as enjoyable. So it's not bad. Oh, that chocolate's good. Ooh, that chocolate's good. So, I'm going to finish off my breakfast, pack up, and head on out. And on the way out, you guys are going to join me on the thing. Probably going to have it on my head lamp, on my head thing, camera. So I'm going to have it on there, so I don't have to carry it on. I can put it on my shoulder pack, because I did bring that too. The harness, I brought a shoulder harness, and I brought the headband thing, carrier thing also. So I'm probably gonna put you on either the harness or the head thingy. The head thing is with wherever I look, it's gonna show. The bad thing is I can't tell if I'm looking too high or too low. That's the only thing I can't say if it's aimed right. At least on my shoulder, I can pretty much say it's eye level. But yeah, let me finish this off. Hopefully this thing doesn't make me go to the bathroom. I'll let you guys know if the thing give me the runs. Oh, chocolatey goodness. And that'd be good in a nice cool morning. I tried getting up earlier, but it wasn't even that cold. Like I said, I fell asleep real comfortable with that fan. Oh my god, I can't go camping without a fan no more. There's no way I go camping now. So that's it. It's very quiet right here. There's people. I can feel the sun slowly creeping and being a creeper. I'm running. I'm not running behind. I plan to be out of here hopefully by 9, but it doesn't mean it's gonna happen. I have until noon to get out, but we'll see. Then left and there's water. Like I said, it's okay. Do I give it a yay? It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. It's okay. So, alright, hopefully this will cool down enough. And what do you do? Counterclockwise? Yeah, that right there kind of, I like it, the theory of that, but for when I first thought of it or heard of it, like, that doesn't make sense. But I get it now. And supposedly you're able to get these things filled up again, but it's harder. And you can't dump them anywhere and this and that, so why make them? So, there we go. Water's water, so that has to be clean. Do. my breakfast. Am I satisfied? No. But I'm content. I am content. So let me go and get everything packed up, and I'll bring you along on the way back. I'll finish my chocolate. Alright, I finished camping. The camp is clear. I'm gonna leave the little log with some plans for the other person. And here we'll go from there. Not looking forward for this hike. It's gonna be an hour and a half, maybe 2. But it's gonna be in the shade and no water. Hopefully it doesn't seem that long. Has the backpack got any lighter since last night or since yesterday's trip coming here? No. It still feels the same. It still feels heavy. And it still feels like, yeah. Oh yeah, if I could show you the main sign coming in, what's this thing? So, as you're gonna see right here in the front coming up, there's a sign here that tells you which way you can take. There's a short way that's 2.9 miles. I tried it yesterday, got lost. Or you can take the longer way, 3.8. So 3.8 is guaranteed safe spot. So yeah, I already have a guaranteed safe spot then. Take anything else. And sadly, not sadly, it's just like for some people, looking at a path is not the same, is not fun. But that's all you're looking like on the side. Is that. So on the side over here is brushes. So what's to look at? What's in front of you? Ever so often you can look through the brushes on the other side, but that's ever so often. It just varies on the section. Now the whole path is not like this. It just changes from place to place. So this is why I don't like to record too much of this path, walking too much, because there's not much to do really. Not much to see. I mean, for some people. But like for me, I don't mind walking through here. This is I actually enjoy walking through stuff like this. But once we get into the woods more, because we're coming out of the wood area from a marsh to a woods. So once we get into the woods, it'll be inside woods. So it'll be trees, so it'll be a little bit different environment. But it's basically the same thing. It's just certain people don't like to watch people walk in the path. Just, hey, that's what hiking is about. It's getting out and walking through stuff. At least this place has different environments to a degree. But I'm not going to go through that Marshall swamp area. Marshy. Just not gonna do it. Shoes are still a little bit damped. I got to dry them out last night in a fire. So, yeah. But yeah, this is what the path looks like to a degree right now starting. Give me like this for the next 10 minutes probably. So, yeah, like I said, it's not much to it. I mean, yeah, like, it is what it is. I got 4 miles of this almost. So it's gonna be fun to walk it back for my 4th time. My 4th time walking this path. So no, I'm not looking forward to it, but what it is what it is. I'm gonna walk a little bit slower because of my blisters. But other than that, should be alright. Once we get into the wood section, I'll show you what the difference is. But it's not, like I said, it's not much difference. I should be like in about a few minutes before I get there. So I'll bring you guys back in a few minutes. All right, giving you guys an update. I think I've only been about a mile or so. And yeah, just been a mile. Maybe a mile and a half. And it's not really hot, it's just super muggy because it's our summertime. And yeah, I'm not sweating because it's hard work, nothing. No, it's because it's just hot and muggy. That's our humidity. It's just crazy. Just being outside, you'd be sweating like a pig. But let me just show you where I'm at and my surroundings. It was a little bit nicer a minute ago, but it changes every so often. Nothing too much. There's a lot of down trees around here. I'm just looking for that big tree. Like, I think it's like halfway in the middle of the trail. So I know I'm like at the halfway point. I haven't seen it yet. Or is it this one up here? I think it's this one here. Yeah, it is. So I think once I get to this here, I am probably just a little bit under half. Yeah, this is true. And I was thinking of taking a cheat way out, but I was worried about it being underwater. There's a little service route that they use, the people here uses to get from place to place quickly on the four-wheeler. I was thinking of using that, honestly, to get out of here, but I was worried about it could be underwater. So I decided to actually take the long way. That way, the shortcut way would have got me directly in the sunlight. And me and the sun don't mix, first. Second, there's a chance it could have been underwater. So for me not going swimming again, I just don't want to deal with it. So I'll probably take the actual long way. But yeah, this is where I'm at so far. So we'll see how much longer it'll be. If that's the halfway point, to my understanding, it could be, but that's just my guidance, the way I was thinking it could be, but it may not be a halfway point. It just felt like it to me. But I know I've been a mile at least. I've been 1 mile. So, but like I said, it's just quiet, opening, and it's real cool. The little breeze that it gives every so often is nice because there's so much water in the air, so it feels nice. I did see one deer earlier, and I wasn't able to get this thing out fast enough. Other than that, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Just gotta follow these little white markers. This side's labeled correctly. This long trail is labeled correctly than the small trail. But yeah, I'll be out of here hopefully in another hour. Over another hour. But we'll see. We'll see if I how much longer it takes. So I'll keep you guys back tuned in. Alright, I think it's working. Wait. Yeah, it's working. Alright, I have reached the end of the loop. Back at the beginning. The Buster Island loop. There's 2 trails, the long way, which is over here, or the short way, which is over here, which I don't recommend. I don't recommend because it's underwater. It's funny how the sign says 2.5 and 3.4. Over there it says 2.9 and 3.8. So how is it any difference? Doesn't make sense. They need to fix their signs. I just ran into a deer. He startled me. So that's the BD trail. It's funny how they have a bench at the beginning of the trail. I never understood that. Each time I came by, I never understood how they have a bench at the beginning of the trail. Maybe because people take it from trail to trail, I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, that'll be the end of it. Next place, I'm trying to think somewhere up north. Gonna be in like in a week or two. Because I want to go to when it's green. I don't want to go when it's cold. I mean, I do want to go when it's cold, but not. Oh, look, there's a deer right over there. He sees me. I don't know if you see it right there. See how close I can get. No. Bambi, get back here. Get out of the tree. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, he sees me. He sees me. Let's see. Oh, he doesn't care. Interesting. Okay, now he cares. Now he cares. Yeah, there are deer like crazy everywhere around here. But so gonna go up this little road here, little dirt road, and back to the car. And that'll be it. I mean, that's pretty much the way. It's just a path. I mean, like I said, you're going for getting out of the whirl to get back into. That's why you do see much, but it's not what people want to see. Those people that don't know about nature and stuff like that, they don't get the point. You may say, oh, you see a tree, that's just a tree. Not really. It doesn't work like that. You're able to go fishing here, but I'm not going to drive in a few hours away just to go fishing. No, thank you. We got plenty of fishing spots nearby. But yep, this will be the end. I'm still trying to debate if it's going to be Carolinas, or the Tennessee area that I want to go to next. Somewhere does not involve too much walking either. Because right now, that 4 mile walk, whew, not worth it. I mean, it's worth it, but not with the gear that I have. I'm not paying hundreds of dollars here for cheaper gear either. Forget that. I mean, I could do it if I take more breaks, but yeah, like right now, I walked 4 miles almost with no breaks. I just walked it straight. Granted, that could be the problem, but yeah, that's how I am. I just get into walking, last thing I know, I pass a few miles. But all right, I'm gonna end it here. I'll see y'all on the next one, I hope.